Hi! In today's video, let's see the Costa Concordia disaster. On 13th of January 2012, Costa Concordia disaster hit rocks off the shore of the island of Giglio in the Tyrrhenian Sea, capsize an Italian cruise ship. Over 4,200 people have been rescued, but 32 have died. Many of the ship's crew have been accused of various crimes, notably Captain Francesco Schettino, building and first trip. Costa Concordia, a subsidiary of the Carnival Corporation and plc, owned the Costa Concordia. The Titanic, launched in 2005 as the largest Italian cruise ship with an average length of 951 feet, was able to accommodate up to 2,435 passengers, and its 3,780. By comparison, it had been 882.5 feet long. The Concordia was famous for its luxury. It has 4 bathrooms, a casino and the largest spa on a boat. A 7-day cruise in the Mediterranean Sea and stops in Italy, France and Spain began its journey for the first time in July 2006. That was her default path: rescue and collision. At approximately 7:18 p.m. on January 13, 2012, Concordia left Civitavecchia, Italy. 1,023 crew and 3,206 passengers were on board. When Concordia came up several hours later with Giglio Island, she moved closer to the Tuscan island, moving to a maritime salute, a practice which in turn included a cruise ship that sounded like its horn. The area was known for its outcrops, and such a formation was observed on the path of the ship at some point. Schettino, a more than 7-year-old captain, ordered a change in direction, but the Indonesian barman was steering the boat in the opposite direction due to language problems. The maneuver was reportedly corrected for 13 seconds. In the end, the boat's bow swung clear, but around 9:45 p.m. the stern struck the reef. The Concordia port on the left-hand side suffered a 53-meter tear, which led to confusion on the bridge but was damaged. The damage evaluation found that 5 compartments, including the engine room, flooded and that the ship quickly lost power. Moreover, the ship could not be steered with either the engines or the rudder operation. But Concordia turns back to the island because of the wind and the stuck position of the rudder. While the later rescue was facilitated by changes in direction, the boat started to list on the side of the starboard. At the end, the drifting Concordia hit the shore. The Italian Coastal Guard called Concordia at about 10:14 p.m. During this time, a panicked passenger contacted her daughter in Italy. But Schettino downplayed the damage, noting only that the boat was blackout. The ship was contacted again by the Coast Guard about 10 minutes later, and the crew admitted then the ship took over water. The only request Schettino made was for tugboats. However, the first rescue boat came at 10:39 p.m. Around 15 minutes after that, Schettino finally requested to give up the Concordia, although lifeboats had already been launched according to reports. Schettino left the bridge at approximately 11:20 p.m. and soon after abandoned, claimed to have fallen from the Concordia and landed at the lifeboat. The last crew member left the bridge some 13 minutes later, although some 300 people were still in the car. At 12 o'clock on 14th of January, Concordia had a severe record, which made it difficult to release lifeboats and forced many to use ladders. At 12:40 a.m. the captain of the Coast Guard, Schettino, and other Concordia officers, was on a lifeboat, who ordered him back to the vessel and oversee the evacuation. He denied it. However, the rescue operations at that point comprised 25 patrol boats, 14 merchants and a lot of helicopters, and 4,194 persons, who had a permanent population of less than 1,000, were evacuated and taken from the Concordia by early morning. The search efforts were suspended temporarily on January 14th at 6:17 a.m., but 3 more were saved by divers within the Concordia the following day. The rest of the survivors were they. 32 people have died during the disaster, and only in November 2014 has the last body been recovered. Legal matters. Questions about the behavior of Schettino and other crew officers were raised almost immediately. 4 crew members and the crisis coordinator of Costa Concordia committed several charges in July 2013, including massacre. They were awarded less than 3 years sentences. That same month, after a plea agreement was negated, Schettino went to trial. He was accused of killing and of wrecking the ship and leaving it. During the 19-month trial, prosecutors claimed him to be an idiot, whereas Schettino opposed his actions as a scapegoater. Moreover, he noticed the helmsman's steering error. However, a naval expert confirmed that the collision was inevitable regardless of the error. Schettino was sentenced in February 2015 to more than 16 years imprisonment on all charges. The verdict was appealed, but reaffirmed in May 2017. Shortly afterwards, Schettino started serving his sentence. Environmental concerns and salvage. The environmental issues of the Concordia wreck were of particular concern, with Giglio Island in a protected sea area. The vessel stood on the edge of a submarine cliff, causing concern about the ship's slip and disintegration causing an oil discharge. Oil booms were set around the wreckage to alleviate any potential damages, and salvage workers began to remove more than 2,000 tons of fuel in February 2012. During this time, work began also to remove the boat during what was historically the largest maritime rescue operation. The 114,000-ton Concordia was finally reinforced until September 2013. The 19-hour process consisted of underwater platforms and cranes and some 500 people. In July 2014, the Concordia was towed to Genoa, Italy, where it was removed to be scrapped with a number of steel containers which served as flotation devices. Hi. In today's